Thank you for listening to Life Improvement Radio. You are listening to a rebroadcast of a previously recorded show.
Hi, everyone. We're live. My Book Fair. Go to all the different places at Total Tutor, at Total Radio Net, lifeimprovementradio.com for all the information. I'm with my co-host, Peter Elovich, and also Eric from Life Improvement Radio, Eric Remmel. And we have on the line Nathan Hill. Nathan, thanks for calling, man. And you're the author of The Knicks. Appreciate you stopping by.
Yeah, no problem. Thanks for having me.
And congrats on being a New York Times best-selling author. Did you ever imagine that was going to happen?
Oh, no. I didn't. For the last year, my house has been an optimism-free zone. I instructed my wife to not be too excited about the book's publication. Like so many books are so many great books are published, and so many books take a long time to find their audience. The fact that this one showed up on the bestseller list really was astounding.
All right, so go ahead, Peter.
Yeah, so what is your favorite thing about your book?
My favorite thing about the book? Goodness, yep. That's not a question I've ever been asked before. I don't know if I have something on the tip of my tongue about that. I think I do know that there is a character in the novel named Laura Potsdam, who is a college student. She's a sophomore in the school that my main character teaches at, and she has cheated in one way or another every single assignment in college so far. And I started writing her at a time when I was a little frustrated. I was a teacher myself and a little frustrated, but she was so much fun to write that I ended up. She's now one of my favorite characters. So I think so rereading Laura or reading Laura to audiences on the book tour that I'm on right now has been delightful. So that might be my favorite part.
All right, cool. Thank you.
Yeah.
So, is there any truth based in this? Because it seems like a really fascinating and entertaining story. Did you sprinkle any truth, or is this completely made up?
You mean the Laura stuff, or you mean the rest of the novel?
No, the novel overall. Any of the plot lines in the novel?
Well, I mean, there's a little bit of truth. Like my main character Samuel is he's a writer who has sort of missed his opportunity. He's kind of his shot has come and gone. He is a frustrated English professor. He spends a lot of time playing a video game called World of Elfscape, which is sort of like World of Warcraft. And there's definitely some similarities. I, too, was an English professor, though I actually liked it a lot. I enjoy teaching, but that doesn't make for very good drama, so I needed to make Samuel kind of sour. But I was also a teacher. I also was a writer who had a kind of crisis of confidence when, after a few years out of grad school, I was utterly failing to become the writer that I thought I was going to be, and it indeed took another 8, 9, 10 years to do the thing that I really needed to do. So there was definitely a time in my life when I felt like him, and there was also a time in my life when I may have played a few video games, maybe embarrassingly too many video games. So there are sprinkles of truth in the novel, but of course, I kind of take those little grains of truth and I give it to my characters, and then usually make them much, much bigger. So the characters in the novel play way more video games. They're way more into it than I ever was. But I would take something small and give it to my characters and make it big.
And so again, you said you were so surprised by becoming a New York Times bestselling author and all the reviews and different things. What have you learned from the tour? Getting out there and seeing all your fans all over the place that have loved your book and are praising it, and especially even the journalists as well.
What's been really great is connecting with readers and hearing what was important to them. I have some gamers out there who really liked seeing video games treated in a very serious way in a novel. I have faculty members, people who themselves have done what I've done, who appreciated it. I've had folks who were at the 1968 Democratic National Convention protests, which is dramatized in the novel, who have contacted me and said, what a pleasant surprise it was to kind of relive that. And so I guess the thing that's been surprising me a lot is how I don't know how far-reaching the book has gotten, and how so many people just are able to have their own unique experiences with it. It really shows you that that as a writer you write this piece, but the full meaning of the piece isn't really completed until you get your reader, and every reader will bring their own experiences to bear on that and complete that circle, and that circle's different for everybody. So it's been really delightful hearing everybody's different takes on their reading experience with the Knicks.
Well, that's just tremendous, and it's a tremendous story to say the least, Nathan. And where's the best place our listeners can check out your book and learn more about you? Where can we go?
You can go to my website, nathanhill.net, and from there you can, I'm on Facebook and I'm Twitter and I'm on Goodreads, and you can get there from there. So if you go to nathanhill.net, everything you need to know you'll find. Well,
Nathan, thanks for calling, and thanks for taking the time to come on the show. Appreciate it.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for the invitation.
Take care. Okay, bye-bye. You're listening to Author's Corner, powered by Life Improvement Radio, live from the Mind Book Fair. I'm with Peter Elvidge and Eric Remmel. Eric and Peter, we're kind of finishing up another year of covering the Mind Book Fair. Any final thoughts? First, Eric.
Just an amazing, 2 days as usual. Get to talk to so many new, interesting authors, so many great stories, so many personal, stories and accomplishments these folks have made, and it just makes me realize I need to download some new books to my Kindle soon.
Oh, that's nice. You have the time to read. I have some time to read, but not to the point, Eric, that you guys have to read at times when my 5 kids keep me busy. But Peter, what would you say that you could take from this experience?
Yes, I could take many things from this experience, being my first year, being with you guys, interviewing some awesome people. The first thing is the stories, the artistic values of different people, being able to get more comfortable with interviewing different people. That's an awesome thing. And it's such an experience that I'm going to remember, and I look forward to next year. So and that's pretty much it. And I had an awesome time.
Well, what I was able to take, again, is this just awesome background of all these amazing people that had a dream, they wanted to be published, and got out there and got published and get their works for people to be interested in. And that's a challenge of millions and millions of authors out there, but only a chosen few have the success that Mind Book Fair authors do and other ones on the bestseller list that are award-winning. But it teaches you to keep on going, keep plugging away. And they show that they don't give up, and they have so many amazing stories. And go to lifeimprovementradio.com to check out all of the shows from the last 6 years, Eric, and I'll see you next November.
Sounds good. See you guys next November.
All right, take care, guys. Thanks for listening, everyone. Sayonara. Bye-bye.
Thank you for listening to Life Improvement Radio. The views expressed by show hosts or their guests are their own and shall not be construed in any way as advice from Life Improvement Radio. We make no recommendations or endorsements for radio show programs, services, or products mentioned on air or on our website. Personal perspectives expressed by the producers, writers, or editors will always be presented as such. Any rebroadcast or retransmission without the expressed written consent of Life Improvement Radio is strictly prohibited. Thanks for listening.